In this video, we're going to look at how to cancel appointments. So open up your dashboard, and in this example, we're going to go to July 8th, and we have 3 clients scheduled for that day. First, we're going to mark client 1 as a missed appointment. So just click on the green area and simply click missed. Now in this case, client 1 left a voicemail the day before with 24 hours notice. So we don't want to charge him that fee. We're going to change the 60 to 0, and we're going to make a note for ourselves so later on when you need to look it up, you can't remember exactly what happened, you can see. So client left message on the 7th at 9 a.m. canceling appointment. More than 24 hours of notice. Sign and add. And that will be added to your notes page, which we will go back and look at later. But there it is. Let's go back and to the dashboard, and let's cancel a couple more. Now, one of the reasons it's important to cancel is when it's in green, if the client doesn't show up and you don't change it to pink, what happens, and you don't make it a missed appointment, if it's in green, it will go out as billing. So you don't want that to happen if the client doesn't show up, and let's say the person has insurance or even private pay, you don't want to go out and have it billed to the insurance company. So make sure if they don't show up that you do cancel it. So Steve, he missed his appointment, he didn't show up. So we're just going to click missed. And then up here there's a drop down, canceled by client, by clinician, a scheduling correction, a scheduling conflict, or a no-show. Now this is his second no-show, so we want to send the $60 fee. Client no-showed, second letter to be sent. If it's the first letter to be sent, again, you can erase that and put 0. But if it's a second letter, you want to make sure you leave the 60 in there. And you make the note. And there it is, missed appointment, the second one. And in a minute, we're going to go and show you how to notify the front desk that you want that letter sent. But let's do one more. We'll go back to the dashboard, and we'll go back to the 8th, and we have Jane Smith. So Jane's mom called in early that day, said Jane was sick, and this is something that Jane usually doesn't do. It's less than 24 hours notice, but you don't want to apply the late fee. So in this case, just change it to 0. Mother called at on the 8th. Client ill. No letter to be sent. And sign, and it just gets added to your file. So if later on you can't exactly remember what happened with that appointment, you can open up your note and see what happened. And there it is under her notes. So let's go back to the patients, and let's say you want to send that $60 fee to Steve. Now it's really important that you do so only by this method so that it's efficient. We want to send the office manager a PDF requesting that the note be sent or the letter be sent. So we go to Notes, and on Steve's list of notes you will find the second appointment that he missed. If you go there, you can read what you put. The date, it's a no-show, there's a $60 fee. Let's go back to his list, and I'll show you how to send it to a PDF to the office manager. On the right-hand side is this little printer. So click the printer, and rather than printing out a hard copy, you want to make sure that you have the destination saved as PDF. And you want to save it so that you can email it to her. So call it something such as no-show with the date, his initials, and save it to your desktop. So now you can pull it up, attach it to an email, and send it to the office staff. I'm going to ask you to make sure that you do it this way. Please don't print off a hard copy and hand it to the front desk. It's much easier to file things if they're on the desktop. Please don't have a casual conversation about sending the letter. A lot of times there's just way too much going on at the front desk. Even if it doesn't look like it, they're still doing a lot of different tasks all at once. And so it's hard to remember everything, and it's hard to remember if it's not in a PDF file to be sure that's exactly what was said. So let's go back, and I want to look at one of those one more time. And let's look at client 1. And I'm going to ask you to make sure when you cancel an appointment, hit missed. If you hit delete, what happens is that file gets totally removed from the calendar. And the reason this is a problem is because if a client, and this has happened, if a client calls up and says, hey, I had an appointment on the 8th, but I didn't show up, or I had to cancel, or something like that, and we can't find it, then it's difficult. Or they call up and say, I think I had an appointment on the 8th, can you check and see if that's when I was supposed to show up? If there's no appointment there, it's difficult when the front desk says that we don't have a record of that appointment. So what that does is our clients will start losing trust in us if we don't have accurate records, if we don't have their appointment written down. So it's really important that we don't do that. If you don't want to charge your clients, and I've had clients like this that I don't charge, maybe they get migraines, and I know this, and I don't want to charge them late fees, then just don't charge them a late fee. Just write down 0, write client was sick, or whatever you need to do. It's not a big deal. But it's really important that we have these records. Okay, that's it for the video. How to document a missed appointment. Notify the office manager when you want a late cancel or no-show letter sent. And thanks for watching.